Evening, everyone. How's it going, Colt? Good to see you, man. Colt says, watching Guy Miner SP on Ultimate Reloader. Yeah, 45 versus 10. Yeah. I want a 10. I'd like to get me a 10 millimeter. I'm just sitting here. I thought I'd do a live. It's been a while. I mean, coffee. And I got a few little mixed range brass I did in a stream here the other day. I got to put some primers in them. And I think the overall length is okay. I checked a few of them. They seem fine. So hopefully I'll just stick a primer in it. And I don't have many, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 or 20 maybe. That's some stuff left over from when I was actually sizing on that instant indicator thing. Brutal Bob, yo, what's up? Rebecca, touched by yarn. Thank you for coming in, Rebecca. Great to see you. And hello to you. Hope you're having a great day. I'm a little hoarse. Pollen gets me every year at this time. I even before the things bloomed here, I started having congestion. I said, I bet I'd heard it was pollen on the radio or something or news. And I looked out and I said, well, nothing's blooming, but it was in the early stages and it's been getting progressively worse. Everything in my yard's bloomed now, all my trees, stuff, but something I have to deal with. Bob says, I carried a 10 millimeter most of my law enforcement career. Yeah, well, Ted Nugent carries one, and I think a Glock. At least at one time he did. And yeah, they got some punch. Let me see what. Yeah, she's doing a blanket. Is that thick one? For Brandon, it's being made for his mother. Yeah. I think that's that thick yarn one, I think. Real fluffy. Rebecca, I'm thinking that's the one you showed the other day. That stuff's cool. She always reminded me of my mom. My mom used to, I'm probably older than her. My mom used to always crochet and do the knitting, Afghans, whatever things you put on the sofa. She did a bunch of those things. I still got them there in the closet. Bunch of them. And gave away, I think I gave a white one to an ex-girlfriend. We were still friends. And I gave her a pink one. And she threw it on her sofa, wore it out. And I said, well, if I'd known you was going to wear it out, I wouldn't have gave it to you. Oh yeah, I'm older than you. Yeah. Michael Hurtneck. Good to see you, Michael. What is going on, man? Good to see all of you. Bob, Rebecca, Colt. I just thought I'd do one of these. It's been a while. I hadn't been putting them up. I kind of miss jumping on there during the day. And so far I'm okay. I can kind of talk without rambling into every other subject, but still waiting on the car. I'll give you a fast update. Christmas, 3 cars in. The other week, like I said, 4 or 5 cars in. I called him, tried to bribe him and give him a bonus. I don't know. I'm going to go down there. Today's Monday, at least once this week and talk with him and see. I'm about reach my breaking point on that motor getting put in, but I'm trying to be patient because he does do a lot of cars. But, and I need it. AC's season's coming up on us now, and I don't like the pollen in the summer. It's a lot better if I have air and a better car to drive. Howdy, Coke. Good to see you, brother. Michael says, good to see you, Michael. Rebecca, touched by yarn. Yeah, she makes a lot of that stuff, boy. That's cool stuff. I actually did learn. I forget what grade I was in, probably the 4th, 5th. I remember I bought 2 big giant, those back one time they had the needles real big, the ones you not crochet, knit with. I bought the big giant ones. And I actually did know how to knit when I was a kid there for a little bit, and I just laid it down and never went back to it. And I'd watch my mom do it quite a bit over the years. That's all she did. She'd sit in a chair and just work for hours on that stuff. Good to see you too, man. Michael, all of you, man. I miss having a regular time slot because, I do these intermittent like that. It's hard to, to get a good show going at times. But hopefully we'll get back to that. Bob says, AR, the first 10 I carried was Bren 10, followed by Delta Elite, and then Glock. Yeah, I really like the 10 millimeter. I do. Outside of that, the other gun, only two handguns I really want in the past few years. One is the 10 millimeter, maybe in a 1911, and the other one would be the stainless steel Ruger Vaquero and 45 long coat. That's the one I want for sure. They had it up there a few weeks ago, 880, something like that. Brand new with a fairly decent trigger. I was going to end up having to probably do a trigger job, but or a hammer job, I should say, whatever you call it on the single actions. But nice single action. I like the stainless steel too. I just always had that romanticized view of the single action. You know, as a kid watching Gunsmoke and Paladin and Wanted Dead or Alive, and I'm trying to think of all the others. What was the Rifleman? Of course, I watched. Gunsmoke was my first. I didn't watch Bonanza a lot. I watched it years later in the late '60s, occasionally on I think on Sunday, and I didn't watch it a lot. But I definitely watched Gunsmoke a lot as a kid, and God, probably even at 4 years old, I was watching it. I barely remember it. Yeah, I've heard of those Delta Elite. Yep. But I'd love to get me that. Something about that single action. Just be able to practice, you know, and spin or at least fast draw, you know, and be able to hit, say, at least a Coke can, you know, consistently. And that would be fun. I want that gun, and I'm going to get it soon down the road, hopefully. Actually, there's three I want. I want the Marlin 44 Magnum lever. Of course, Ruger's making it. Last I looked at it, it's flawless. It's just $11.99. The 45 long coated or a 10 millimeter. Probably the first one would either be the Marlin or the single action Ruger Vaquero. One of those two I'll probably end up snapping and getting first. But I thought this shirt was going to look pink like Gunsmoke. Actually, it looks more red, but it's actually a dull red now. Kind of reminds you of a Gunsmoke shirt. I hadn't worn this thing in maybe twice in 14 years. Ex-girlfriend gave me this years ago. Amazing, I can still wear the thing. It's loose. Even though I'm gaining some weight here. But I put it on here a few weeks back in the winter because it's denim. Just you don't usually see it in this color. I think she got it giving away Marlboro, turning in Marlboro cigarettes. And it's comfortable. Also got a denim jacket. I still got it. It's in pretty good condition. It had a leather sewn into the collar. Well, I forgot one day, or my mom did. I can't remember now. I think my mom did. Stuck it in the dryer, and it shrunk up. The brown leather did. So I'm going to have to take a razor thing and cut it out and maybe stitch another leather piece back into it. But I hadn't worn that thing in a long, probably since the 90s. And I always wanted a denim jacket, never had one until then. Gun websites. G-Webs is with us. 7 thumbs up. Good morning, everyone. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I thought I'd get on here and talk to you guys for a little bit. Thank you for dropping in, G-Webs. Check his stuff out, guys. He's got a lot of 2A topics stuff. He gets into it deep. A lot of things. Some good live streams. Let's see. Michael Gold Cup is no slouch. You have a nice firearm there. Okay. Oh, okay. Gold Cup. I'll look that up. I'm not even familiar what it looks like. I had a guy here years ago. He was from Texas. Stayed with me a couple of months, and he worked not far from here supposedly worked on, I think, Black Hawk helicopters. I'm not positive, but I know it was military helicopters. And he pulls his out one day. It was some kind of desert something. Can't even remember the name now, but I'd heard of it when I seen it. And I looked at the ammo and I said, "Oh, you got Federal, what's it? Federal Hydroshock." I said, I do know Federal Hydroshock. I used to carry them. So MSB 9021 jumped in there. Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in, brother. I tried to check out the IMR 4350 this weekend. The stuff has gone up almost. Whoa. I know. Every 4 years, it seems like It's an excuse. I'm hoping primers will come down locally. Primers are still $100 for 1,000 at my mom and pop. Match, I think 115 or 120. I can't remember. So none of that's come down here. And online, I'm seeing it a little bit cheaper at times on sales or free hazmat, but still fairly high. Yeah, I was hoping everything would get down cheaper. I like to have some varget, but even I think cheapest I seen it was a year or two ago. $365, no hazmat, shipped to your local. What is it? Bass Pro. Yeah, and I couldn't do $365. I said nope. I got a little pound here, or a 3/4 pound, or almost a pound of varget. And I like varget powder, though. I just wish it was more affordable. I wished I had about, looking back on it, as long as I've been in this, it's almost a decade now, it'd been good if I just slowly bought powder when it was on sale. And like an idiot, I didn't. But I wound up in, before all this happened, I did buy, and when it hit, I bought powder, and I got it fairly reasonable. I got the H335 for a $229 for 8-pound jug. Now it's like $270, I think. And I thought that was high at the time, $239, because I think it was regular like $175 at one time. So that kind of got me. Coat's sitting on 11 pounds of varget. Great. Oh, wow. I like varget. 223, 308. I think you can do 30-06 too on it. But varget's just I like it. It just meters well, and especially in a RCBS 1500 Chargemaster. But that's the update on the car. Like I said, about to lose my patience on it. I've tried everything, even a bribe or a bonus for him. I'm going to go down this week and speak to him again, drop by. Get out there. I'm going to go to the park and walk. And spring gets here, I'm going to hit the pool and do some, build up my core strength and do some rehab here. And hopefully get out to the shooting range too. Because I'm going to have quite a bit of, I just hate doing the hollow, well, not hollow point, but soft points. I hate shooting them up in a way. I might shoot some of my store-bought stuff up, a little of it, and keep the soft point. So I'll see. I'm still seeing occasionally, though, pretty good prices on a 55 grain full metal jacket, as low as 7-8 cents a round occasionally. And that's not bad. You get, I think I told Mac, what was it, 4,000, I think, for 318 or 315. That's worth it, in my opinion. But things are high, and I don't think it's probably going to get higher and higher as the election ramps up. So let me scroll back up in case I missed anybody. Make sure I got all you guys. I am thinking. I haven't decided. I was gonna. I'm still thinking about doing a 6:30 p.m. hour and a half. Little get on here and talk, do a little reloading, just talk to you guys. Maybe at 6:30 tonight, right before Mac comes on, and then Wednesday I've got a few people. One guy I thought was not going to stream, and last I heard he may still not stream. Possibility I might do Wednesday night, but I don't know for sure yet. But I'll probably know in another week or two. What is, I'm watching people that I think is going to stream on a Wednesday night that I know that has been streaming, and if they don't, I'll try to get a slot there. So if not, I'll just right now do Monday. Do Monday right before MacMan. He's out there probably on the truck selling tools. Suburban Prepper. Yeah, I finally got, Nightbot was down the other day. I finally got that joker figured out. And I didn't do a thing, but it got weird. So it's working now. But appreciate you dropping in, Suburban Prepper. I'll get over and check your channel out. 1776. We'll drop your link. Michael, my owner, and I shot 1,100. Whoa, wow. A lot of rounds. Bob shoots a lot. I haven't been to my gun range. It's a state of Georgia gun range, not a private. It's outdoors. They do have steel now. I want to get out there and look at it. And I keep trying to get my brother to go, and I mentioned he'll go, I don't want to go, or I don't like a state thing. I go, they're okay. They don't bother me. I go in there and speak to them, ask for brass, and I have to wait on, I think I have a blue light and a red light, and, you have to take your time. Sometimes it goes hot, sometimes it goes cold. But steel, yeah, I like to go out there and shoot some steel, especially 9mm. And even the 223, 5.56. But I've never shot steel. Grew up Coke bottles, cans, and beer cans, Cokes, melons and things like that when I was younger. But yeah, I appreciate you guys dropping in today. Got 10 on, not bad. I hadn't did a coffee in quite a while, so I thought, get on here and do it, But I am doing one thing, though. I will be, when I get the car, I'll be going on some trips. I don't know why I didn't think of it a few weeks ago. I just didn't. I'm planning on going Route 66, Tombstone, may go further out west, probably go to Florida some with a friend. I got some efficiency apartments on Daytona Beach, right on the beach, supposedly. Going to go down there. I was going to go, he's down there now, I think. He says, well, maybe your car will be out in June when we'll do a trip down here again. I said, okay. And his wife's going to come down in 5 days, so we was going to have 5 days, just me and him to run around and go crazy. Haven't heard a thing, man. I haven't talked to him, no. Sure haven't, Michael. I wished, but haven't heard a thing. But anyway, what I was going to get into is I bought and I like it. It's a Sony Cam. It's just not, if I want to go on a trip, I want one with a viewfinder and a little bit bigger I can hold to and take, some pictures, maybe a little video too, and bring it back, use it on the bench too. If I keep the Sony ZV-1, basically that's a lot of money. I have to take it off the bench, and it's not exactly what I want, even though I got a grip for it. I bought a wooden add-on grip from Small Rig. So I'm sending it back. He come today, but I didn't have it packed. So I'm getting a Canon 90D with a swing out thing. That way I can use it here to do live streams, and I'll be able to get a couple of different lenses. And then when I go on a trip, I'll be able to take vacation pictures and do some vacation video and stuff. This here does not even have a viewfinder. So I don't find that very comfortable I grew up with DSLRs, with an electronic viewfinder. So, but it's a great camera. It really is. You can't beat it. Like right now, it's following my eye around my head. So it stays in focus pretty good. And it does real good, a lot better than this in the light. I just don't have proper lighting in here. But so they actually come this morning. I didn't have it ready. So they said he'd come back tomorrow. I may go ahead and order it tonight or tomorrow. And it can be here sometimes in 24 hours, and I'll set it up right quick and be able to do the live stream possibly Wednesday night. That depends on if the slot's available. I may have to wait till next week to see if it's going to be available. Last I heard, the person says I may not be doing this anymore or something, or may not be streaming, so I don't know. And his audience is a little bit mine, not many. A little bit different audience, so probably could do it stream anyway, so. But yeah, I'm getting the Canon 90D. It's not a full sensor camera, but it's this isn't either. But it's I can actually unscrew the lenses on it, which costs me more, but I'll just buy them as I slowly go. Occasionally get one, pick it up. So I'll carry it with me when I travel, and then bring it back here and set it up on the bench. But this is nice. This is the Sony ZV-1. I wish I could show. I can't show you the wooden grip. It's got a Small Rig wooden grip. You get the little remote. It serves as a little short little tripod too, and you get a Bluetooth remote. And do you need it? Nope. I usually just reach up here and zoom in right there on top of the camera. But it's nice. I think it hits the movie photo, takes a photo by remote and all that. But you can get a remote for Canon too, a little bitty one. So I don't want to say. It's not my business, Michael, so I'm not going to announce it because I don't know. Somebody doing a stream, they mentioned something. I forget. Might have been an email. I can't remember. I think it was an email. And actually, if they still stream, I'm going to go on their show. Okay, I've been invited for a while. I just hadn't went on there. they're used to talk politics from time to time. But I'd like to go in there and say hello and go in there a time or two on his show. Hobbies Hobo. Your live stream is advertised on my Twitter homepage right below Alex Jones. Wow. Okay. Good to see you, Hobo. Appreciate you dropping in. That's cool. If they're going to advertise me, at least stick me with Alex Jones or somebody. At least they didn't stick me with CNN. Yeah, I went ahead and just stuck it to Twitter this time. And I think the last time or two I didn't, may not even did Twitter. And I used to do automatically Rumble, and all of a sudden that quit working. I still don't have that fixed, and I've tried everything. StreamYard says it's Rumble causing it. And Mac, I think he's got disconnected too. And the last stream I had, I think, not stream, but video I had when I did these a while back. And it just stopped working. Definitely somewhere before the first year, after the first year. So, and going back to that camera I'm getting, good thing about it, this is a little tiny battery. Geez, about the size of 2 postage stamps. Stacked side by side. The Canon's got a lot thicker battery. I think it'll do 800,000 pictures. I mean, it's just big. Stuart the Fish Whisperer, what's up? Vanessa Kitty has joined us. Good to see you, Vanessa. Hope you all having a good day. It's sunny here in East Coast, Georgia. Been cloudy the past few days, a little drizzle here and there. But it's hopefully my backyard dries up. I'm gonna get back there, and I got a bunch of big giant shrubs, huge shrubs. I mean, we're talking cut down. My brother come over here a few weeks ago, cut them down, and I still got to get out there and stack logs and get them dragged out of the woods. I dread that. That's going to be a job, but I got to get a little electric. I got a little electric Remington here chainsaw. Got to order a chain on Amazon and get on it to get out there and cut that stuff up. A roommate, he uses a Sawzall, and that's just too slow to cut stuff. Belt Loop 29 Homestead, what's up? Thank you for coming in, Belt Loop. Just sitting around doing a little coffee because I hadn't did one in a long time. I used to pop them up maybe once a week, sometimes once a month. But today I'm going to do a few. I was going to do it to you all and just talk, but then sometimes I lose the side chat. Sunny. Yeah, it's 54 here and sunny. A coat. Let me see. For some reason I skipped. Sunny. Yep. Pennsylvania. Sometimes this thing don't. It's jumping around different. Trying to get buggy. Get a drink. Sorry, Nightbot. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. He does knot tying. Bob's gonna get the weather here in Michigan. Lashane. I forget how to pronounce that. But appreciate you guys coming in. Geez, got quite a few on here today. Hadn't seen you in a while, Hobo. Hope you're doing well, man. He says overcast. About 40 degrees on Canada's west. That's right, you're in Canada. I don't know why I used to think at the time you're in California, but you're Canada. Yeah. I'll try to get over your channel occasionally and check a video out. I try to get around to people here and there when I have some free time and say hello. Sometimes I'll do a thumbs up and I won't always comment. I'm on my phone, and I'll go back later and try to do a comment. But I definitely try to jump in there and sometimes do a thumbs up or a smiley. James Pollard is here. Good to see you, James. He's down here in Georgia, South Georgia, if I remember. But yeah, I'm gonna get me a Canon D90. It's not a full frame sensor. This is not either on the Sony. It's a APC dash or APS-C. I can't remember now. Something like that. The 90 is just. I think the Canon 90 does the 4K uncropped. So, Lachine, okay, gotcha. Actually, it's funny. Sometimes I can pronounce these words, but when I see it, I'll forget there and have a brain fart. So you know how it is. You pronounce the word one time, then the next time you try it and go, well, how did I say that? But can't wait. I did order the 90 the other day, and I hadn't sent this back because they didn't show up. UPS, I don't know why they're doing this, but when you buy a camera, Amazon, they send the truck to your door. They don't let you take it to the store. And then, so past Thursday, Friday and Saturday, they never showed up. So I had to get an extension on the return on this. So I had to cancel the Canon D90 I had on order. And the lens and the, what was it? Okay, something else. I forget now. I got to buy the remote too. I don't need it. I may probably wait on a remote, but I'll get that going. The good thing about that, like I say, it's got the lenses, and it'll, ones I'm getting, it'll have a more of a like 1.8 all the way through the entire f-stop. And that is, the f-stop is the cover on the lens that opens and closes. Like this is 1.8. It's actually, my camera's not set up right now. It's on 1/200th of a second. It should be on 125. Sometimes this thing changes settings when I fire it up. Sometimes I don't think to go in there and make sure the settings are right for a stream, but it's following my hand around right now instead of my face. Crazy. But yeah, it'll be I like it better because it'll be dual purpose camera. Hobo says, I've been laying low, relaxing, no new videos since New Year's. Yeah, I know. I did a few here on the Gunsmith, and I hadn't completed a few others I was going to do, and I just kind of stopped. I do the same thing, and probably for the growth of my channel, that's probably not a good thing. But I don't worry a lot about the growth. That was the least more important thing in the past. It was the growth, but it is good to grow though. Well, it says so true, Michael. Yeah, Canada, California, same thing. Michael says, yep. Get your son highlighted. Yeah, had a good group of people on here today. Appreciate you all dropping in. Outside of that, I'm on a walk. I've been walking some. Didn't have my coffee, so I had to get my roommate to make me some. My coffee pot went out on me. So this is morning milk with AR. So I may end up having to quit coffee. It's been bothering me. Scroll up, make sure I haven't missed anybody here. Yeah, I can't wait for the new camera, just honestly, because I can go out, I'll probably go to the park down here in another county, not far from me, and they got a lake out there and ducks. I may take some pictures the next few days. And with this one here, I could, but like I say, all you got is the screen. You don't have a viewfinder. And it's kind of small, too. And, the good thing about the 90 is it's still considered a DSLR, which is about to be phased out. Okay. Got you, Bob. I forgot about that. Yep. I heard something about it. Yeah, I jump occasionally, and I'll jump in her stream. Occasionally, I'll jump in, Wayne's stream occasionally and say hello. He wants to talk about my music more so. And I'm into music too. But Vanessa says, I failed to make coffee today. I'm humbled by the number of people that showed up today, because ordinarily I don't, past few months, I guess being so erratic, I don't get too many in anymore. It's a good crowd today. So appreciate you guys being here. When I get off here, I'm going to Amazon to see if that camera, when they can deliver it and get it done. And I'll be kind of up, Crap Creek if they don't take this back. But the UPS said they'd be back. They're supposed to do, I think, 3 tries. The third time they give up. And you have to call them or something. But this is crazy. Amazon won't let you drop it off at the UPS store. But they won't. And not only that, I had to sit there and wait all day. I waited 2 days, Friday and Saturday, didn't go anywhere because of UPS, and he never showed up. So it's crazy. You ready? Because I will try to show up. Yeah, I know. Appreciate that, Vanessa. Yeah, you've been hanging out with me a long time. She hangs out with a lot of people over the years. And I'm trying to I'll do a few more coffees and try to land on either Wednesday or Monday night. I don't really see Friday. I don't like that I never did like that slot. Echo had it at 6:30 or 6:05. I can't remember now. I think 6:05. And I never did quite really like that Friday rush traffic stream time. So either for Monday or Wednesday, I'm going to try to shoot for. So DM Foss, what's up? Thank you for dropping by, man. I am going to order some lights. That way I can get a little bit more lights on here when I move the thing around. And I can only make dummy rounds on YouTube because of YouTube, I was going to say radical rules, but they are. But when you look at even the instant indicator, I didn't teach no reloading the other day. I never do. I just sat here and showed how this works, the instant indicator. So far, no strikes, no nothing. And I know there for a while they're doing what? If you show a cast bullet, they knock you out for 3 days or something, or give you a strike, which is crazy. Let's see what you was saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, I tell you, they're hard to deal with, too, Amazon. Like I said, I waited 2 days here, called them. They extended my return frame because I'm over 30 days on the camera. And I said, well, it's your fault that I'm over 30 days because, you never showed up here. Your trucks didn't, or UPS didn't show up. But I had a horrible time past year. November, I got hacked. I told you all, some of you aware of it. I got hacked again in December. I had no access, I think December the 4th to the 20th, till after Christmas. I finally got back on. Couldn't even buy anything Christmas. Couldn't send anything to my great-grandson. So I was furious. I probably called them 50 to 100 times. And I just decided they were, what I told them? I said, you all are incompetent. And but I kept calling them, and then finally they got me back into the account. They said, you can always start a new account. And I said, yeah, then all my receipts, all my save list, all that stuff is gone. So I didn't really want to lose all that. But Colt says, I drink about 12 cups a day, but really need to quit smoking. Yeah, I quit smoking, Colt. Started at 15 years old. I quit 7 years later, stayed off of it about 7 years, started, I think, in 1990. Smoked to 2002 and dropped it and never went back. And my health's been better, everything on that part. But I was actually started back in 1990. I was young. I was in a bar and started doing shooters. People bought me some shooters for my birthday. And next thing you know, I asked the guy, hey, man, let me have a cigarette. And there it went. And this last time, nope. I don't like the money I spend on them, definitely now, because even back then, I think it was only, you could get a carton, I think, in 2001 for about $25 on sale at Quick Trip occasionally, and $30 regular carton, and now, they're $50? I ain't going to pay that. My ex-wife, she smokes, I think her and her husband, 2 cartons apiece, 20 packs per person per week. I mean, crazy. But I was a bad smoker. On weekends, I'd smoke 2 pack a day sometimes. So, and sometimes 3. That's not too bad though, Coat. A pack a day. A lot of people accelerate. Sometimes I got in the later years, I would wake up in the middle of the night, 3, and smoke. And I didn't used to do that. How about Vanessa here too? I think 20 got the package here from her. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I noticed even at mine, G. Wells mentioned about the UPS store. Boy, every time I go in there lately, boy, they got a long line and they're swamped. And they typically get to you pretty quick, though. And I just stand there at the little island thing, and a lot of times they're next. But it's just weird to me that, somehow cameras like this, and I know it's an expensive item, they just won't let you return them. They have to come here and pick them up, which that don't make sense. But it is what it is. I don't really question it. But just, I don't like the idea. Today, I think I hadn't got in here and packed. I slept late. So I told him, I said, can you come in the morning? I'll have it ready. He goes, okay. I said, come back now. I'll be here. So get that Canon 90D hopefully ordered. After streaming one of these, you definitely don't want to go with a Logitech. That Logitech up there, whew, I may use it for close-ups for a second cam for, doing dummy round reloading on the bench. But outside of that, I don't care for Logitech too much. I can't, especially with my bad lighting. It's really terrible in here. But I won't try to get a few dollars worth of lighting put in here. Go on Amazon, get a few little cheap panels or something. All I need is really a panel sitting over on a stand and just kind of aim it toward the bench, and that's probably about all I need. Vanessa says DHL got the package to me 3 days. As soon as take over a week from within, yeah. I used to have a guy here. They ship him stuff from the VA. Guys and gals, I appreciate you being here, man, today. Means a lot to me, man. You still show up for, sometimes just for talking. And I thank each and every one of you for showing up today. And I'm going to probably watch a little, I've been watching, what is it? I never watched all of it, the Walking Dead. So I've been checking The Walking Dead. The only thing about that channel is you go to bed, you lose about, figure 4, 5, 6 episodes. Then you wake up the next morning, you're lost. And you keep repeating it. So they just keep playing, season 1 through 11, 1 through 11. And then the ones that live, the new show, I am watching that one. But I quit there years ago. I watched, I think, 2 seasons of it or 3, and then I quit. Got busy, so I'm checking it out now. I'm thinking about ordering the Blu-ray disc package, get all the whole 11 seasons and check it out, because I keep missing stuff. I think the most interesting in that show is Negan and what all happens, how he goes from the biggest badass to change of heart. But everybody can have redemption. But appreciate you gals being with me. I'm going to wind this down. It's ran, 35 minutes. Let me scroll up, make sure I didn't miss any of you all. Maybe some morning here I'll go ahead and set up, and I'll just sit here and load and look over, and you won't have to look at my ugly mug, and we'll just have it on the bench and maybe a press or something. And I'll do, I definitely got the primer out. I've never shown the primer. I bought it on Amazon sale here, last year on sale. Can't remember now. And it works awesome. I've only got it mounted to a wooden block right now in a clamp. I don't have the inline fab plate for it. But this thing, man, works every single time. No hang-ups, no nothing. And I wouldn't take nothing for it. It's just cool. The only drawback I would say is the tube, being tube fed. But outside of that, bang, it's nice. Yeah, I seen that. It's different. Yeah, different. Kind of figured it would be. I tell you, another show's kind of weird. I like sci-fi a lot, and not too bad, even though it's got a lot of CGI, and that's Halo. I watched some of it. I'm not fond of real complete blown CGI, but a lot of things are CGI now. I was hearing the Sanctuary years ago with Amanda Tapping. It was mostly CGI, which you can usually tell, and either green screen or blue screen. I think they use. My brother says blue, but they both work depending on the colors you use. Oh man, I appreciate you all being here, Colt. I do. I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be doing nothing. I'd just be talking to empty wind. And so it means something. It makes you feel better when you do a stream and people at least show up and talk to you, and we talk amongst ourselves. I enjoy that. So, yeah, BAI, absolutely, yeah. Colt, yeah. I'm not looking forward to a world with a complete AI. So far, what's it done? It's it's launched nukes, they say. Now, granted, it's still learning, but it's still launched nukes. So, but here's the thing. It's almost like that Schwarzenegger movie is really coming true. there's going to be a real Skynet if we're not careful. And that would be a scary thing if everything was on networked, and just like Battlestar Galactica, I think the newer show, in 2003 and 4. He said no networked ships. And so I don't look forward to the network. They say you won't be able to tell from reality to truth or what's real one day. And we're already seeing that now online, from all sides, liberal media, conservative media. I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere, especially the clickbait stuff, So, but guys, I appreciate you being here, gals. Y'all have a great day. I think I will do a little bit of powder loading today. I had my powder in my thing for a few days, and it kind of scarred up my tube on my Redding 3BR, stained it, the powder being in it. I left it for a couple of weeks in it, maybe longer. So the other day I got to realize that I need to get that powder out. And sure enough, it darkened the plastic tube. I can buy glass. I may end up buying a glass tube for it. I forget the name of it. A critter did know. I did know too. I just forget. Can't remember the name of the company now. But anyway, guys, you have a good one. Good to see you guys today. You take care. Make sure I haven't missed anyone here. Dale Pogue I called. James Pollard. Belt Loop. That's it. Take care, guys. Hopefully in a day or two I'll have another camera here. Catch you later. Appreciate you being here too.